Sabariaz. This video is all about bold and dramatic makeup look, and you are going to learn a lot from this video. The product I am using here is from Mario Badescu Skincare. Facial spray with aloe herbs and rose water. I have heard quite good reviews about this product, and I am using it as toner and a moisturizer. Let's see how it works with my other makeup stuff. For color correction, I am using my favorite concealer wheel from Boot Cosmetics. I am using just a tad bit to cover the darkness over my eyelids. I mostly use Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer for priming my eyes. It really gives the clean slate for dramatic, bold eye looks. I always love to apply it with finger and then blend with the damp beauty blender. I am using charcoal black eyeshadow for the brows for this specific dramatic eye look. Outlining my brows and then filling in the sparse areas. As you can see, I have naturally thin eyebrows. It is necessary to make them a little bit thick for the dramatic looks. Time for cleaning and defining the brows with the concealer. It seriously makes a huge difference. This technique makes your brows presentable for the dramatic bold eye looks. Blending it with a small fluffy blending brush. Now diffusing the edges and removing harsh lines. Time to set the concealer with some loose setting powder. I am going to use black eyeshadow for this eye look. You can see I am piling up some loose powder in the inner corner of the eyes. The purpose of this technique is to prevent black eyeshadow from messing up in the inner corner of the eyes. The beautiful palette you can see here is from Focala, named Sunrise Impressionism 16 Pan Eyeshadow Palette. And the black single eyeshadow is from Borjot. For this specific look, I am depositing black eyeshadow in my crease and the inner and the outer corner as well to create a perfect halo. As I am working in a certain precise area, so the brush strokes should be precise too. No need to hurry or the black eyeshadow would create a mess. Always be careful while using black eyeshadows. Now I am picking up the pinky mauve eyeshadow from the palette and start blending the edges of the black eyeshadow above the crease. I am carefully creating transition shades. This will require a little more effort to blend. In the last, I am blending it with clean blending brush for flawless look. Applying concealer in the central part of the halo, making a triangle. This is single eyeshadow from Urban Decay, shade Hijack. It's richly pigmented shimmer eyeshadow with a tinge of sparkles in it. You can see I am applying the eyeshadow to the outer sides of the triangle that I have created with concealer. Pressing it with the application brush to get maximum payoff. This eyeshadow has buttery texture and quite easy to work with. Giving it blended look with the fingertips. Now I'm going to apply the rose gold eyeshadow to the part that I left in the center of the eyelid. Now this shade will create the shiny, dramatic, two-tone part of the halo. Blending and darkening the edges with the black eyeshadow. This will lift the halo look even more. Now I am going to add some more drama with loose pigment eyeshadows. It's from Luscious Cosmetics Precious Metals in shade Moonstone. And the glitter glue is from Miss Rose Cosmetics. Here I am applying loose pigment with the glitter glue to make it long lasting and to prevent fallout. I never forget to tightline my upper waterline. Using my favorite highlighter palette to highlight below the brow arch and the inner corner of the eye. I'm applying black eyeliner just along the upper lash line. It will make the real and the fake lashes to look more blended. Doing just a tad bit of color correction with my favorite concealer wheel. Always apply small amount of product for the color correction. We don't need to pile up the products. Use of too much product cause creasing eventually. Now time to apply foundation. The foundation I'm using here is from Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless for normal to dry skin in shade 120 Classic Ivory. It's medium coverage matte finish foundation. It blends quite easily and gives natural matte finish. I didn't use face primer specifically for this video to see whether this foundation blurs my pores or not. I have noticed that it is somewhat true to its claims. I am applying facial spray instead of setting spray after the foundation just to give extra hydration. Slightly dusting off with Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder. Now time to defining lower lash line using the same technique that I used in the previous videos. I sometimes use Lakme white pencil for the lower waterline. It's really easy and convenient to use. Applying eyeshadow over it to make it last longer. Defining lower lash line with black eye pencil to give smoky effect. Time for some contouring. Using Art Deco contouring powder for this purpose. Nose contouring is always tricky for me. You can learn and try my technique if you have crooked or bulbous nose. Always use matte powder for nose contouring. Try not to highlight it. Always try to hide the crooked part with the matte contouring powder. Carefully removing curves of my jawline with the contour, making it sharper. These shades I am going to use here is from Ulta Beauty Kit that I have bought couple of years back. I didn't remember the exact name of it because I have depot it from its original packaging. It has very good collection of blush shades, bronzers and the highlighters. Now time to some highlighter application. Always apply highlighter to the areas where the light naturally tends to bounce back. You can use fingers for seamless and blended finish. Applying some coats of mascaras from Maybelline. Always apply mascara in wavy motion from inside to the outside of the lashes. It's always better to use lip pencil to define your lips first. The liquid lipstick I'm using here is from NYX Professional Makeup Soft Matte Lip Cream in shade Sao Paulo. It's really beautiful coral pink shade. As its name says, it's really soft matte lip cream. Long lasting and transfer proof. Now for the first time I'm showing you how I apply fake lashes on my own eyes. You need to move your new lashes like this just to make them flexible for the eye area during application. The lash glue is from Sweet Touch. It's very affordable and good one. Always apply a thin layer of lash glue on strip side. Let it air dry a bit. I always hold the lash from the center with the clamp and just drop it to the center of my lid, as close as possible to the lash line. You can gently press them with fingers to set them. You can use clamps to keep your fake lashes and your natural ones as close as possible. You can cut your lashes if they are longer than your eye length. Apply final coat of mascara. It's done and here is the finished look. Hope you like this bold and dramatic look. You can find the list of the products that I have used for this look in the description box below. Do comment down below if you have any queries. Do take very good care of yourselves and stay safe. Thanks for watching. Bye.